I've made oodles and oodles of maps. I've been doing this for 30 years. I know a lot about the geography of the United States. I know a heck of a lot more now that I've made a map of the United States. It's no wonder that Americans don't know a dang thing about geography, because the United States maps, anyway, that they have available to them have virtually no geography on them. So I decided to do something about that. It's awesome to be able to put on cool things like Route 66. This type of maps want to have special geographic features like the continental divide and time zone boundaries represented by the T's here. This is really great part, time zone boundary, because it actually doubles back on itself. So this is mountain time here, and this is Pacific time over here. Cross the Salmon River from west to east, and you go from mountain time to Pacific time. That's kind of a difficult thing to get your mind around. At least it was for me. General maps want to portray areas in a fashion that is reminiscent of reality. From my home in north of Harrisburg, I look out on flat farmland to forested hills around it, and anybody looking at this map would know what it looks like around my home. If it's possible to do stuff like this, it's just really fun to do it. This is the Wallowa Mountains map. I felt privileged beyond measure to be able to make a map like this. When I decided to do it, I thought, why is it that some bigger organization, somebody more worthy than me, why haven't they made this map of the Wallowa Mountains? But since then, I've learned that, there's just not a lot of people interested in doing really elaborate cartographic projects like this. I decided to make this map when I was standing on the top of Eagle Cap. This ridge is so beautiful. One time I climbed up into this basin right here, and that ridge was just so gorgeous looking across that. But you can just see the geologic history right there before you. One cool thing I've learned about maps in all this time is that if you look at a shaded relief map like this with just one eye, the impression of 3 dimensions is enhanced, and it's really cool. One of the things that I've learned from all this map making is that in North America, the general reference map genre, which is just classical cartography, has been completely unexplored as a serious educational tool, which is too bad, because this is the very type of map that makes geography understandable. Maps that are made for the purpose of clarifying where the rivers are, where the people live. I think it's at least part of the reason that Americans they aren't interested in cartography and geography. It's as if it had never occurred to anyone to make road maps so that people could easily navigate. If that had never occurred to anybody, today it would be much more challenging to get from one place to another. But in fact, in North America, it had never occurred to anyone to make functional general maps so people could understand basic geography. If these general maps are going to communicate basic geography, they need to be made to a standard of artistic expression that is not traditional in North America. I really hope that there'll be a geographic renaissance at some point in the United States. But if there's going to be, map makers have to adopt a new graphic standard, a new standard of artistic expression. In America, it's more challenging than it should be to become geographically literate. And like I said, I believe that's one of the reasons that geography is not a part of popular American culture. Hey, thank you very much.